Hello everyone, my name is Gagan and welcome to EV Roadies. And this is all new electric 2024 Cadillac Lyriq all-wheel drive. The claimed range for this car is pretty good. It comes with 307 miles of range and the battery size is around 102 kilowatt. It comes with two options. One is all-wheel drive, another one is the rear wheel. This one is the all-wheel drive model and it has a lot of power. This one has 500 horsepower and which does 0 to 60 in just 4.8 seconds. Even the interior of the car is very luxurious and the materials used are pretty good. It has all the physical buttons that you need in the car. Also has an entire glass roof which is huge. Today we'll be making our first road trip in this car and we'll be heading towards Acadia National Park, which is in Maine, which is around 275 to 80 miles from our place. We stay in Westford, Massachusetts. This car comes with two charging options. One is with the EVgo charging stations, 2 years, unlimited charging, unlimited miles. And the other option is they give you 1500 credit to install a charger at home. Since we drive a lot, so we have gone with the free charging with the EVgo charging station. While heading to Acadia, Maine, the first stop that we'll be making is at Portland, Maine area, which is around 2 hours drive from here. And the last EVgo charging station that is available is in Augusta, Maine, which is around still 110 miles away from Acadia. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll be able to come back to the same charging station if we have 90-95% charge at Augusta, Maine charging station. Otherwise, we'll be charging the car at the Acadia, Maine area. I am not aware of any fast chargers in that area, but there are few slow chargers with 6 kilowatt or 7 kilowatt, which we should be able to leverage if required. So let's see how it goes, and hopefully we'll get good charging speeds on the way. The car is charged to 78% and showing 251 miles of range, which is pretty good. I'll be charging the car to around 90-95% at Augusta, Maine, as we'll be driving at least around 270 miles. I've been driving for almost 2 hours and driven close to 105 miles. I'm taking my first exit. This is going to be the charging station in Portland, downtown area. And there are 350 kilowatt chargers there. Hopefully I'll be able to find the fast charger and get a good speed. We plan to have lunch here, so we should get enough time to charge the car close to 95 or maybe even 100%. I've reached the charging station and the left side of the 350 kilowatt charger is available. I've reached here with 41% charge and the car is showing 131 miles of range, which is not bad. Plugged in the charger and this is the first time I'm using 350 kilowatt charger on my Cadillac. Charging speed has picked up and it is showing me the charging speed of 413 miles per hour, which is equivalent to around 140 kilowatt. The location of the charger is very convenient and it is right at the downtown area. So we plan to have a quick lunch and there are a lot of restaurants at the next block. Meanwhile, I'm also tracking the charging progress through EVgo app. The car is charged to 49% from 41% in just 6 minutes. EVgo app also shows a nice graph of charging speed over time. It peaked around 150 and as the car got charged, it has tapered down. So currently it is still charging at 100 kilowatt and the car is charged to around 72%. We are back. It took us about 1 hour and the car is charged to almost 100%. So I'll just stop the charging and we are ready to go. So here is the summary. Total energy delivered is 67 kilowatt and the car is charged to 99%. My next stop is going to be in about 1 hour drive from here, where we'll top up the charge and then we'll head towards Acadia. I checked the status of EVgo charger at Augusta, Maine, and it seems like the charger is offline. So we will have to top off the charge at Topsham EVgo charger, which is only 30 miles from here. Reach the charging station, which is next to Hannaford supermarket. I've driven around 30 miles from the previous charging station and reached here with 88% charge. Charging has started and it is charging at a rate of around 44 kilowatt. It took us around 30 minutes to charge the car to 100%, so which was not bad considering it was already 88% charged. The original plan was to charge the car at Augusta Main, but since the charger was offline, so we had to charge here to get the maximum range. Acadia is still 130 miles from here, so overall I'm expecting around close to 300 miles coming back to the same charger. So it is going to be a bit challenging. Let's see how it goes. If required, then we'll stop somewhere in between to charge the car. But currently the car is showing around 320 miles of range, so hopefully we should be able to make it back. The other thing which is important to note is the temperature has gone down. It is around 60 to 65 Fahrenheit. That might impact the range a bit, but let's hope for the best. We have reached Bar Harbor, which is one of the most lively area in Acadia. We reached here with 62% charge, and we drove around 129 miles, so it is not bad at all. The car is still showing me a range of 213 miles, so which is pretty good. Acadia National Park is really amazing and there is a lot to cover here. There are trails for biking, you can do hike as well, and there are a lot of scenic spots. So we plan to cover all the key spots in Acadia and we'll share an update as we go along.
I have covered all the key spots, and right now I am at the top of Cadillac Mountain and will be heading back. The car is showing me a range of 175 miles with 54% charge, and the Top Shem charger is around 130 miles from here, and in fact Portland main charger is around 160 miles from here. So since we are going to go downhill, it seems like I'll be able to reach even the Portland charger, but I'll review the state once I'm closer to the chargers. I've driven close to 100 miles and the car is showing me a range of 80 miles. The Top Shem charger is only 30 miles from here. The Portland charger is around 55 miles from here. So I'm planning to skip the Top Shem charger and go directly to the Portland charger.
I'm about to take an exit for the Portland EVgo charger. I've driven close to 310 miles from the previous charge, and the car is still showing me a charge of 11%, which is amazing. I've reached the charging station, but it seems none of the 350 kilowatt chargers are available. So either I have to wait or go for 100 kilowatt. Luckily, within a couple of minutes, I was able to get the 350 kilowatt charger. The charging has started and it is showing me that it will add a range of 411 miles per hour, which is equivalent to around about 140 kilowatt per hour. I'm checking the speed at the charging station too. My car is getting charged at 144 kilowatt, while the car on the right on the same station is getting charged at 91 kilowatt. So which is pretty good. I really love the location of the charging station. If you walk around, you can find beautiful architectures. There are a lot of shops and restaurants around. There is a harbor and a fishing pier as well. While walking in the downtown area, I quickly checked the charge of the car. It was charged to 35% in around 12 minutes, and the charging speed is 150 kilowatt, which is not bad.
We are back and it took us around 40 minutes for the car to charge from 10% to 80%. Our house is only around 110 miles from here, so we should have more than sufficient charge to reach home. So I'll plug off the charger and we should be ready to go.
I've reached home with 45% charge and it is showing me a range of 144 miles. So overall in the trip, the range has been pretty good and accurate as well.
Wow, we are back and this was another amazing trip. We drove around 590 miles and charged at 3 locations. The first charger was at Portland area, which was around 110 miles from here. And the next charger was around 30 miles from Portland, where we topped up the charge. And then we drove to Acadia and came back to Portland charger, and the car was still showing me a charge of around 10 to 11%, which was amazing. In fact, the range of the car has been better than what I was expecting, because the claimed range is around 307 miles and what I saw was close to 350 miles, which was really impressive. However, I would like to mention two things. One is the temperature. I was a bit worried initially because the temperature went down to 62 or 65 Fahrenheit. But I believe that helped in our favor because the climate control wasn't really required. So no air conditioning, no heating required. That helped arrange a bit. The other thing which I did, I took all the inner roads, which were the shortest path instead of taking a freeway. The time was nearly the same. Maybe I could have saved 5-10 minutes on the freeway, but I saved at least around 15 miles taking the inner roads. So that helped me to cover more distance than expected. In the inner roads, the maximum speed was only 55 or maximum 60 miles per hour. So that helped in getting the better range as well. On 70 or maybe 80 miles per hour, there is an impact on range, not just EVs, but any car. So inner roads help us to get better range as well. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And with that, bye for now and see you soon.